Hey, Bleedbigblue, Tim from the podcast. Just wanted to come talk to you guys. I know, we came off a loss, 28-10 to Minnesota, but they're a tough team. You know what? They got the talent to be a good playoff team. They're definitely a really good defense, but I saw some really good things from the Giants, and the biggest thing, he gave us that experience that is needed for this young team, which is just going to make us better down the road. Let's get into it. We're going to get into the lists, and as usual, I want to hear your guys' opinion. What's your list of glory? What's your list of shame? Totally open-minded. I want to hear what you think. Not going to say I agree. I might. There's been plenty of times where you guys convince me otherwise. Well, let's get into it. So we start off positive here on Bleedbigblue. So, the list of glory. Number 1. I gotta go with my boy, the rookie, Darius Layton.
You just made the list.
4 catches, 62 yards, 1 touchdown. You know what? This kid keeps flashing the talent that he has, and he's raw. I can't wait to see what this kid is going to continue to do this season, but I also really can't wait till next season where he starts to figure this out, because this kid has a lot of talent, and he's definitely the speed we need on this team, which is definitely an added plus. Darius Layton, and I like the chemistry you're getting with Daniel Jones. So keep that up, and if you're smart, work in the off season with him. Keep that chemistry going. Number 2. I was thinking about it for a few guys, but this guy, I think, keeps showing that he's the one that we should be counting on. Number 2, I'm talking about Marcus Holden.
You just made the list.
He made the list of glory. He had a sack this week, but what I see is he's the one that's consistently getting that pass rush going for us. He's the leader of that pass rush. He's starting to round in the form where he used to, where he had like 12 and a half sacks a couple years ago. And that's the Marcus Golden that I want to see. So, because we definitely need it. We need more of a pass rush. If we get one guy going, we get another guy going. Marcus Golden, keep leading this team. Let's show him how to pass rush. So props to you, Marcus Golden, for making the list of glory. Number 3. I was trying to figure it out, and honestly, it wasn't his best game, but he absolutely deserves to be on this list, because for the first time in a while, even being down 18, I thought we had a chance for quite a while because of this man. Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones, you made the list of glory because you give me hope. You had absolutely no running game whatsoever. You had played an exceptional defense, and you were getting hit left and right. Offensive line was not helping you, but you were still getting up, throwing some beautiful passes. Not only beautiful passes in the coverage, like double coverage, but still hitting your receivers in the chest with those balls. Now, if you couldn't do anything more, they should be coming down with some of these catches. And you just throw a nice ball, and that's the way it should be. And you give me hope, and I cannot wait to see where you keep leading us, especially when Saquon gets back and you actually have a threat of a running game. You are going to be dangerous. So, props to you, Daniel Jones. You made the list of glory. Now, the list of shame. Obviously, it's a whole lot easier when we have a loss. But I have no problem choosing some of these people. I actually had to hold off on some other ones. Number 1. Now, I caught on this guy last week. Obviously, did not hear my warning. Jonathan Hillman.
Shame.
You had 9 carries
Shame.
for what, 20 yards?
Shame.
A reception for 4. Gallman went out early, which was regrettable. But you had your chance, and you blew it. You not only got caught for the safety, which was a horrible call in the first place, but I'll get into that in a little bit. But John, you want a spot in this team, but honestly, there's other people that can get 20 yards on 9 carries. And honestly, at this point, from what I saw from you, I wouldn't be surprised if you get cut, and I wouldn't really care if you did. We'll get somebody else running the ball, because we need better from our running game. Number 2 on the list of shame, Nate Solder and John Halapio.
Shame. Shame.
I put both of you on here.
Shame.
But honestly, the offensive line did not play well. But you two in particular did not play well. It's bad when you're getting outside pass rush. But it's worse when the pass rush is coming straight up the middle from the center. Offensive line gave up 4 sacks. A lot of it was on you two. Nate Solder, you're the veteran on this offensive line. You really have no excuse because you're our highest paid tackle, and you're supposed to be setting an example, and you're not even close to being the best offensive lineman. And Halapio, you got the size. The way you were getting blown up is not what I want to see. You should not be getting thrown into the backfield like you were. You're too big a man. So shame on you both for making the list of shame. Number 3. I'm going to have to give it to my second-year cornerback, Grant Haley.
Shame.
Grant Haley.
Shame.
I know some people might not notice, but you were the one covering Adam Thielen most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. 7 catches for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns. Not good. You need to play better. I definitely think you can stick with Thielen. I'm not saying Thielen's a great receiver, and it was a big test, but you didn't step it up. Now I'm not saying other secondary guys didn't get beat by Thielen because they obviously did. But Haley, you were getting picked on a lot, and usually you're one of the better corners out there. I expect better from you. So shame on you for Grant Haley for making the list of shame. Now, I do want to put out there, now we got through the list, I want to put a little dishonorable mention for Pat Shurmur. I discussed a little bit earlier was the safety that got scored on us. We're on the goal line, and we have Jonathan Hillman, who was on our practice squad 2 weeks ago, and you're going to hand it off to him when everybody knew you were going to hand off the ball. And the offensive line was not doing well. Horrible play call. On the momentum on that right after Jabril Peppers caused the fumble, and we could have been right back in that game. Even if we punted that away, the momentum would have been huge. So you blew it on that call. That really killed the game right there. Was that safety call? So Pat Shurmur, shame on you. You probably should have been on the list of shame, but it was one call. But you need to do better than that. That was definitely a horrible call. So guys, that was my list. Tell me what you think. I'm a little frustrated, but I'm actually not too bad because I really think this team is going to be really good in the future because we're just seeing what holes we got to fill right now, and we're going to do that this coming off season. But we're definitely going to be a winning team, and I'm going to keep on watching. I hope you guys keep listening to Bleed Big Blue, because I bleed big blue always.